know. It's kind of dark. What the hell? Wow, that shit don't look right. Get it in focus. Wow, look at that. Okay. God damn. The fuck? Hey, what's up? Yo, it's BlackMenVentTV, July 27th, 2018. Waiting on everybody to get live. Come on, we can't play music. They banned us like last week. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what's up with that? I don't know. Hold on, man. Say what's up. I got Big Country in the house, man. I'm gonna try to get some more light up in this motherfucker.
What's quackatively popping? What's going on? It's a little bit better. You got it in focus? Just off of vacation down in Florida, dealing with all of they had a Brazilian something going on, but I was not mad at all. I think it was something had to do with soccer, but it was a plethora
Of ass. Say it.
of Brazilian women. The senior citizens they bring was fine too.
I noticed that. I noticed that.
Everybody was fine, and I was hanging out with some. What was they from? Venezuela? Where did I tell you they was from?
Wow.
Did I even tell you?
South America? South America. You told me about some Arabian chick.
Oh, the Arabian chick. I couldn't believe the way they was dressed. I was like, y'all gonna get stoned when you get back. I was like, oh
That's
my God.
racist in the motherfucker.
I know. That's the dude, and that's the weird part about it. The whole time, like we was going around the park and we was waiting in lines and stuff. I was thinking about that like the whole time. Like you guys are gonna get in trouble for what you're wearing.
This is America, man.
I don't care.
This is America.
It was some women down there dressed in their hijab, and I'm like, okay, you guys are safe, but you guys that are hanging with me, you're not safe. Somebody's gonna fuck you up
when you get home.
When you get home. She had like a romper short set on, and I was like, her ass was so fat, it was hanging out from the bottom. I'm like, yeah, you're in trouble, and you don't even know it.
I think it's just woman nature. It just sneaks out. Like they have to do it. Like, man, I can really make men act silly if just my ass cheeks can hang out.
But I don't understand how you can comfortably, safely be like, this is.
How can you comfortably, safely tip a naked woman?
Easy.
All right, and there you go. There you go. Boom! We just made a breakthrough.
That's different.
How's that different?
The setting.
I mean, whatever. The payoff.
No, it's like you don't go see lions at the baseball park. No. So you go to a certain place to tip women.
What are you supposed to see? Bitches dressed up as Mickey Mouse?
No, I'm just saying. Just for example, like
explaining.
You don't go to a basketball game to see lions. So when you're out in public, you're not expecting to see an abundance of women with their ass cheeks hanging out the bottom of their clothing, but in their country it's probably normal.
I promise it's only normal here.
I just don't understand how, as a woman, you can be like, this is safe for me to do this. Because I saw a lot of volleyball short, khaki short, very short shorts.
Let me tell you something though, man.
And they were comfortable, like, hey, and we're gonna get on this water ride. I'm like, you got on white short, and it was like nipple heaven. I'm like, white women don't know that they have on a white shirt.
They know.
No, I don't think they know. They're like, no, this is not transparent. This is
they know, and they love to see us going nuts.
I saw some good nipples, boy. I seen some good nipples. I'm like,
they love to see us going nuts.
That's not fair.
Over that. That's why they do this shit. That's why they have ass cheeks hanging out. That's why they have nipples printed out. That's why they're sexy. When they go shopping, have you ever seen them going shopping? They go shopping, they in there, and I've seen them because I worked in women's female clothing stores.
Apparel,
yeah. And They will put on the most horror shit, and her girl will be like, "Oh, that's cute," and I'm like, "You see how pussy through that?" Like, what are these two demons sitting up here? Like, yeah, we can get a lot of motherfuckers with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. What did you do? Oh shit, you
No, I
turned
cut
us
off.
both off on that.
Oh, I'm
We're
sorry.
experimenting with the mic. But yo, this is BlackMenVentTV, man. I got Big Country with me right here. I am the Mr. Legend. Fucking with a new camera right now. I don't know. The frame rate looks kind of fucked up and it keeps whatever. But the message is getting through though. You dig? So yo, man, how's your week?
A little bit sick. I don't know why. When you get off the airplane,
I know, right?
it do whatever.
It's like clockwork, right?
I don't know. The airplanes have, I don't know, a weird filtration system.
Germs.
I don't know. Yeah, yeah. And me being 6'5", when every time I get on the plane, if I'm not sitting in the front or first class, I try to go to sleep immediately because I already know I'm going to be uncomfortable. I already know there's going to be a leg room issue. I already know the person in front of me is going to lay in their fucking seat all the way back on me. I already know, so I try to go to sleep immediately. So
if you could just for a coffee a day, you can make a tall nigga on a plane feel you want me to feel sympathy? Is that what that is? You want me to feel sympathy? I'm 6'5". Oh my god. Can't fly airplanes comfortably. Yeah. Now, man, I fly airplanes perfectly. Now, how about that? That's what I got.
Everybody fly airplanes perfectly. And so it was
yeah,
one other tall
comfortable.
person on the flight, and we died. We died. This is my second. This is my second body. We died though.
So yo though, man, we had a couple things going on this week, man. But we're going to address a friend of ours, man. Hold on, before we get to that, we're gonna get to why God is keeping you single. Can we talk about that?
Yeah,
I'm gonna play that video.
Yeah, we can talk about why God is keeping you single.
But
The whole biblical and religious aspect, I think is super lost. Is almost non-existent.
yeah, because I grew up in the church and it ain't
Yeah,
nothing like it was
sure
back
ain't.
when I was growing
You
up.
got that right. And everything is trying to be made to be accepted. Anybody's behavior or whatever. And I always and I love that when people like to do that shit, because I always bring up the worst of the worst. You trying to get me to, as a woman, you trying to get me to accept your irrational feminine behavior. So I'll throw out something like, because the women like, oh, you can't say it like that. You have to say it nicely and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay. So all of the people that are in jail should be let out. And then you talk to them nicely. Or when somebody kills your mother at the corner store, or your son or your daughter, or rapes or whatever, you talk to them nicely because they were lacking something, obviously. People lack the aptitude to do certain type of things due to their upbringing, and it's super simple. And I know this hit home for a lot of people when I say when that is said, but you can't improve upon anything that you do unless somebody tell you. Not just that somebody tell you, because you're your own individual, you can listen to whatever the hell you want to listen to. But imagine if nobody never told you nothing. How long do you think it'll take for you to get it correct? To even think about trying to get it correct?
That's a good question.
Somebody has to be in your life to tell you, hey, with the direction you heading in is bullshit. And like one of the younger dudes at work, I try to explain, oh, hey man, the path you on is bullshit. You need to stop worried about popping bottles and whatever the hell, and the illegal activity your SA homies got going on. You need to stop worrying about that stuff. I said, you're gonna look up one day, and their hustle ain't gonna be nothing. They're gonna be sitting back looking like a couple regular dudes, and because you followed them, you're gonna be sitting back there a regular dude too. I said, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Just period.
All right, yo, you getting on the dudes right now? And no, the stupid dudes. Yeah, okay.
No, all everything that I say is a result of where it starts. So anytime I speak upon anything, you have to understand, especially because of the way I got treated as a child, it starts from when you were a child. So being that 98% of children, their mother have custody of them, so that's where it started from. And the blame has to be placed.
Yeah. So let's look at where it came from. Well, I don't know. You're not on Facebook, but on Facebook, the trend is that God is going to send you somebody. Just wait on it. Just have faith. Mm-hmm. And it'd be like 40, 50-year-old bitches talking this shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's
like, just wait. It'd be like somebody was talking, like you're going to hear the chick up in this video talking about it was like a 40-year-old virgin chick. Like, that's something to be proud of. No, there's something wrong there.
No, not the. I mean, if you're a virgin to you, whatever. Okay, cool. I'm glad you held on to your virginity.
No, dog. You're supposed to cultivate family.
No, I get
some part in your adult life.
I get that. I completely agree.
If that doesn't happen, there's something wrong somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now, okay.
So, okay, let's play with this. Let's play this, and let me know when you want me to stop so we can discuss it. All right.
Not been sent my husband. If you are a single woman of the Most High who desires marriage and you've been single for a considerable amount of time of your adult life, you probably at one time or another wondered, God, I've been praying, I've been waiting, I've been chasing after you. How come I'm not married yet? How come I have not been sent my husband? And in the midst of your grief, you have...
I just want to stop right there. Okay. This is, now you heard, like, I don't know about you, but I heard like 90% of women who are single right now saying the same damn thing. You know what I'm saying? And what I know the Bible says versus what these heathens say is that there is no faith without works, which means that you just can't be like, yo, God, I want this, and sit on the couch and be cool. So if God didn't give me this, then he don't want me to have it. So I might as well just keep on whoring, right? This is what God want, right? So this lady, she made a lot of good points, and we're about to go through that.
People in your inner circle try to comfort you with, oh, sis, wait on God's timing. Don't worry, he's busy preparing your husband to find you. Or one of the weird ones I've heard, God has to
evil
cook
shit
you
to
up
tell
until you're ready to be served.
Time out, man. This is some crazy, weird shit. Listen, if you are willing to find a school to go to that school for 4+ years. Mm-hmm. If you are willing to, because you had to put in an application to get to these schools that you wanted to be.
Yep.
And you got rejected in the middle of that shit. All right. Okay. Then you got out of that school. Then you had to give your personal information to a lot of companies in order to try to get a job. So then you settled. You wanted to come out making 100,000, but you settled for them giving you 30,000 because you're just entry level. Okay. You settle for that 30,000. You working in. You work your way up. You won't give this much attention or effort to the person that you would
supposedly spend the rest of your life with.
Supposed to live the rest of your life with. What's more important than the person that you wake up to every fucking day? That seems like, to me and you, to good people, that seems like the most important thing here. I mean, everything else can disappear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bombs can level everything. Nothing. Your red bottoms don't give it. It doesn't matter. But as long as you got your significant other right next to you, you good. You Gucci. Why won't you put no effort to that? Why are you putting that off to chance? Because you don't give a fuck about it. Why do you put more effort into school and your job? Because you love money more than you do people.
I tried to explain this to some women, the different dynamics between men and women, and they for whatever reason, after I explain it, they don't get it. And I try to explain it as simple as I said, men desire a woman in life naturally.
Yeah.
They don't care about, men do the shit that they do to get women. The powers that be that control the earth, those are the maniac nerds. If y'all have never heard me call them that before, they was like, you know what? I got a plan for their ass. I got all the paper. I'm about to bone all of the women that told me no. They desire a woman, and whether it be negative in whoever eyes or what, they desire a woman, not nothing that can be burned down or washed away or anything like that. Women desire things. They want to be married, and nowadays they desire the things. They want to be married. They want the house. They want to fill the house with nice things and all of this good stuff. And they just want things.
The man is just a means to get these things.
Right. And that's the other. And
it's
that's
a
the
tool.
Other part that
women want nails to go in to the wood. They can't do that by themselves. They're too weak. So they need you. They need you to do it.
Right.
All right.
And if y'all don't get that, it's an analogy. Just try to put it together. It's just try to put it together.
And we're making brown graking. We're making brown graking. Anyway, this is groundbreaking shit right here, man. A man is just a means to an end for a female. Men, they really fall in love with females. There is some type of thing that they have over us that can change us.
It's the natural thing, dude. That's
why don't they? What is their natural thing for them?
But see,
what can they not resist about us?
That's the part that's lost that women have to figure out on their own. And I'm gonna have to go biblical on this. In the garden, no matter what happened, even though when they did wrong, Adam was like, you know what, we did wrong. We got to repent. We got to make this right. And Eve, she went along for 2 seconds until, the devil came in the form of a pimp and pimped her goofy ass. And she went every time.
Same shit happening to
she
this
went
day.
Every fucking time. And
we see this pattern until today.
Yeah, we see it.
They wrote the Bible over 2,000 years ago.
But most people don't get it, and they try to debunk the Bible, and they try to debunk religion and all of this good stuff.
But this same situation,
a man wrote it and all of that stuff. I have been telling people for years, you cannot tell a lie without telling part of the truth, and you have to see through all the other hoopla in order to get a better understanding of the truth. So because the woman was manipulated back then, already, eating from the tree of knowledge, and everything else was to come from after that, they didn't get a chance to get that knowledge. So that's why men are more rational and women aren't.
Time out, man. This shit was written like over 2,000 years ago.
Right. And that's
this situation.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
When are men going to learn, man?
Dude,
are they going to learn? Are we going to learn?
I learn every day.
Time out.
And people call me mean for it.
I'm not gonna sit up here in front. I like titties. I like ass.
Me too.
I like pussy.
Me too.
I like pretty faces. I like long hair.
Me too. But what I would love to have is just one of those that I can deal with safely.
That you can just trust.
Life. Yes, just one.
But don't you see a pattern? A pattern. There's a pattern here that the women who have what you what you think you want, or what you seem that everything that we just named, they're the most manipulating, most evil motherfuckers on the planet. And if you don't have what they want in order to get what they want, you're irrelevant.
Yeah, you're relevant.
You're irrelevant. So, as you can see, that this is real primitive. We're getting down to the nitty gritty right here. This is real nature right here. How the fuck do we get past that? I mean, it's not like we can find women plus on Mars, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't get down like that. You know what I'm saying? You have to go ahead and trust and invest your whatevers into somebody who feels like they got what the fuck we're talking about right now. But it seems to me every time, goddamn. Hey, go ahead, take this. I know this is BMAC, man. Yo, what's up?
But
okay, yeah, send them up. Thank you.
Y'all gotta excuse me.
That was BMAC. But anyway, we was getting into some deep shit right there. The female, like, here it is, period, point blank. We are attracted to females. Females are attracted to things. They can't get things unless they use one of us. But you've heard that several times. I know you heard that. They was like, I got my own job. I got my own money. I don't need no man. So they tell on themselves right there. That means that the only reason why you fuck with men is so you can get things. Now that you can get things on your own, you don't need men anymore. That's disgusting, man.
Yeah, and I got in a discussion about that feminist mindset along this week because somebody was trying to explain to me all the hate that I was spewing out, and I was like, okay, so
You're spewing
I
hate?
say I'm not really sure if you understand, but any feminist any idea of anything is just a bunch of hate. And I'm like, what you're talking about now is just a bunch of hate. I'm trying to help better a problem and to prevent future problems to society by letting other men know that they don't have to deal or they don't have to do what they've been taught. The majority of men are taught, if not all men are taught, get the money. You ain't nothing unless you had the money. So you can show the woman that you got the money and give them the money. And that's what men are taught. And
what is the reward for that though? For the man?
Nothing. There was no.
No. Hold on. We're taught that, like, so when we go ahead and give them the money, when we provide, okay.
No, you're supposed to be able to get the woman.
You're a real man if you could provide. And then man, I thought that door was open, dude. I was about to reach in the couch for something. Hold on.
You're a whole real man if you can provide and do all this stuff. And then in return, being able to provide and do all this good stuff, you get the woman. So, but in today's society, that doesn't happen. You take a female out 50 million times, and she might let you after you done fed a couple million times, and she might let you get a hug,
focusing,
or she might let you get a kiss on the neck or anything like that. She might.
Like a lot of people out here simping for a chance to smell the pussy, dog, and that shit don't work. It hasn't worked for it's been like 10 years now. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing, guy? They had news stories where a chick she ain't take nobody. She had got taken on a date 30 days out of the week on one of the dating apps. Fuck is up with that? She got taken out and she had a boyfriend. She had no indication or no she was not about to date anyone, and she was not taking none of them seriously. And she got 30 dates. She ate good 30 times in 1 month. So you know the game is fucked up. All right. And that was a white chick. So our thing, and welcome BMAC. What's up?
What's up?
Got the golf shirt on, man. That's a dope golf shirt. Scoot on over, man. Let's get all in the camera.
Trying to do things a little different.
You're chipping.
That's a nice shirt, dog. I'm just jealous, dog. You're a chipper. You're chipping. Come on now, watch that. What are those? The Grinches? What kind of socks is them, man?
Oh,
Look at that.
Tell me.
Show the crowd, dude. They can't see nothing. It's not even close to Christmas. What the fuck?
This ain't got nothing to do with Christmas. This is Marv the Martian.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Marv the Martian. You don't remember
gripping your bunions.
Marv the Martian.
Bunions in the half shell.
I don't wear regular socks no more.
Oh man. So BMAC, we was talking about, we getting real biblical about female attraction. How we are attracted to them like it's like deers in a headlight, but they are attracted to us versus based on what we have.
Men and women's desires. I was saying that men desire a woman and women desire things because of what happened in the biblical times when the devil came and the tree of knowledge, all that good stuff. And had the woman waited, she would have got everything in turn, but we are here where we are now, and people don't understand that you have to understand how and what is going on. You just can't be praying to God and then go back to whoring, and then everything is supposed to magically appear on your couch when you get home from work. It don't work like that.
So you mean like God send me a good man, but you go to the club and fuck with Lil Pookie?
Right.
Oh,
right. Basically, yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's once again, we all know I do child support. Court. Yeah, not child support. Child support court. It's evident in today's society, and God,
Break it down. Come on, man.
you get to the point where you see it time and time again, but then the same woman comes in with another dude, and then 2 years later, this is the right guy. God sent me him, and now she got two guys in child support
court. Yep.
And it's just like, damn it. And then you see the nice woman walking, and all the little thugs and the baby daddies, they be like, oh, she look good, and she be like, no, I'm straight. And then you turn right around, you go to divorce court, and it's right next door. And inside of divorce court, you hear you just hear, well, where did the breakdown of the marriage come? He don't buy me things, and I just want what's owed to me. But I thought what was owed to you was to love and life till death do us part.
Yeah. Don't give a shit about them damn vows. Come on, man.
I know. That's not what it is.
That's what it is for us. That's what it is to get us in there. We be like, yeah, hell yeah, the love to death. Hell yeah.
I'm super glad you said that, because I had a discussion with a female this week, and she was bringing out all these scenarios. She was like, would you do this and other if I cheated on you and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what? Dude, I'm like, I don't believe in divorce. And if we're in a relationship and you cheated on me, I would have to find somewhere deep down to take that to the chin. You have to pray. And had to pray super hard and do a whole bunch of stuff. Because I'm not kidding. I don't believe in divorce. I believe in the institution of marriage, not the system's idea of what marriage is. I believe in the institution of marriage.
You don't believe in ghosts till you see one.
No, I believe in them too. But I believe in the institution of marriage, and that's not like a free pass for a woman to go out and do whatever she want to do if she is in a relationship with me. But I don't understand if you really listening to them vows. For better, for worse, to death do us part, all that good stuff.
Don't give a shit about that shit. I have not seen proof of them giving a shit about these vows. Everybody who wedding I've been to or who I seen on TV or whatever celebrity and all of that shit, they was like, yeah, whatever. I just need this paperwork done. So when in 10 years down the line, I can get this paper.
Okay.
Like everybody asks till death do us part.
You know that's the magical number, right? You just
10 years.
10 years, well, here in the state of Illinois, designates a long-term marriage. So if you get divorced before 10 years, she don't get shit. Get to that 10-year mark. Oh,
that's where it is. Yes. Everybody knows that. Yeah.
like
if look on if anybody knows what's that movie Waiting to Exhale, there's a soundtrack to it. If you listen to Mary J. Blige song, I gave you 10 years. everybody was like, oh no, 10 years, oh that dirty bastard. They was like, yo, time's up, time to get that paper, G. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't realize, a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of guys don't know that.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you, Big Dog, you are absolutely right. Out of all the women I know, and I told y'all last week, I ride the train to work. I sit with a bunch of females, and the first thing, all right, we on the show.
Oh no.
No, he's correct. He's right. He is right.
Oh, we can't say it on the show?
No, not on the show. Nope, it's on the show.
Nope, on the show.
But like you said, Big Dog, and flat out, the lady been married once or twice. She got 2 kids by her first husband. She started dating a new guy, and she flat out told him in front of me, when we do this is just a contract for us, right? You know, to get both of us to where we want to be. And he was like, damn. I said, and in my mind, I was like, look at the devastation in his face. Like, I know the dude. He was like, hey, he showed me the $15,000 ring, and I'm like, God damn, this is a contract, like business. Like, I just invested 15. So let me ask you this: I just invested $15,000 if this is a contract. With $15,000, this is a contract, give and take. Pussy don't cost $15,000.
No.
Like we said last week, Legend. If I build you a house, cleaning don't cost $15,000.
No.
It's the totality of the relationship, and it's kind of like I'm wherever I get the $15,000 from. But where's the contract? Because I don't see it.
This shit don't make no sense. This is the lawyers. And this is you know, I couldn't understand, like when we was growing up in the 80s and in the movies, they were like, they hated lawyers, like fucking Steinstein motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? I was like, what they got against lawyers? Like, man, lawyers make a lot of money. They wanted us to be lawyers and doctors and shit, right?
Advocates.
Now that I'm grown, I understand that they go for the dough. They're the ones that's keeping family court going. They're the ones that say, what, you getting a divorce and you're not going for that 50,000? You stay 10 years, girl, you can at least get.
He a good father. He do all of this, and you want child support? You don't want child support? Girl, we can get you.
That's exactly how it goes.
Extra $600 a month, and it's for the kids. But when she get that check, is that check going to the kids?
Hell no.
Provision that should happen. If I have my child support of $600 a month, I should be able to see a receipt. $600 that you spent on the kid. If that's for their rent, let me see $200 for their rent. If it's $25 for the water bill,
well,
show me.
You can't do that.
Show me my reparation.
You can't really do that because that will
diminish.
That will diminish.
They're not gonna show that
it's like. But let's put it like this: that money is
gonna fuck with their hustle.
It's like grant money. I'm not talking about the women's. You know, this is a higher thing. You know, there's a reason that state funded things get
that's
held
gonna fuck
back
with their money.
To fuck with the money because somebody is taking a bonus out of state funded projects now and the money and all that stuff. That's what that's all about. And lawyers don't really care if your family,
they don't give a shit about shit. They're trying to get a check.
They want the money. That's all they want. They want the money. They don't care if your family fall apart.
And that's why people don't like lawyers.
And that's why people don't like lawyers. It's like you said. But these fucking what big dog talking about everything?
Talking about everything got to pay money. They don't even care.
Everything got to pay money orders.
The money orders don't even. That's a thing of the past. Now they try to get everything through the state disbursement unit. It's the unofficial bookkeeper of what you pay
them people. And then with that, even still, they'll call it a gift.
No. Here's the thing: a gift to support. So if you pay the same amount every month, all the time, that can be considered support if you're not in the court system. But if you say, hey, I went and bought my son every month, I go buy my son shoes, clothes, I make sure that he got something to eat, I give him $100 on groceries, you know what I'm saying? I pay the electricity bill, all of that. But because it's not the same amount every month, they say, oh, well, sir, those were all gifts. But what does your child need to survive? And the guys be in court like,
I know.
They be like, they need electricity to survive.
Yeah, but see,
hold on, let me ask them something. Seeing as though you be in there every day, dude, and you see brother after brother go down in flames. How does it feel? How does it feel to you though, dog? Yeah, how long you been in there? How long?
14 years.
14 years as a sheriff, been in the court system, seeing men get dutied the fuck up. How do you feel about that? Just very quick, just a sum.
It's fucked up for the good guys. It's a piece of shit. The Pookie and them. It's a piece of shit out there. But for the good guys, you know what I'm saying? I give you one quick example, real quick. Barbers. Barbers ain't on the payroll. Most of the barbers I know get paid well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They send out their taxes, their tax forms and all that. And the first thing that, if it's a barber, the judges will say, well, you're not reporting your full income. So we're going to do a needs-based order. So if mom is living somewhere where she's living above her means and it's like $2,200 a month for rent and gas and electricity and everything else is high, and there's 3 people living in the house, they divide everything into thirds, and you got to pay a third of everything. But mom's living above her means. So this dude, while he's making sure his son's hair is cut, paying for school and all this, they're like, yeah, that's cool. But since you can't show me where your money is coming from, we're just going to do a needs-based order.
Oh yeah, that's what I just got a text message about. This is what he does every day at work. If you did not know, he's in there every day. This is the law. If you don't, this is the law. This is what he does every day.
Xbox Live.
He's very
fucking law, dog.
He's very well versed in the child support, what have you, and all of that stuff. He's very versed in that way. He understands, and we get the information from him, so we understand for FYI. So yo, we get it.
Here's the thing, dog. I'm gonna run down these notes, all right, and then we're gonna talk about these notes, all right, because I'm sick and fucking tired of people telling us that we hate women, that we hate black women because we're critical of our own women. We have time out, people. We have legitimate.
Oh Lord!
I need to go get in the camera.
Here we go, Lord Jesus.
Okay, listen. We have legitimate grievances.
Not beach grievances.
We have grievances. We want to come to the table and tell you exactly what we don't like about you. Okay, you have 2 choices: to ignore us and keep doing what the fuck you're doing, or say, okay, we'll do that, we'll acquiesce, we'll go ahead and compromise with you in order to make a better community. Why does this shit keep getting blurry, man? Yo,
You got
so
to focus.
right. That's a drawback to B Street. Ain't it?
Okay.
You got it in focus. Anyway, we have legitimate grievances. So we're going to go ahead. So every time we say something like, we don't like fake hair. Oh, you hate black women. Oh, you blah, blah, blah. Okay. Listen, you got kids already. You can't act Forever 21. Come on, man. You can't. You hate. What you mean? You hate kids. What? Come on. We can't say shit about y'all, but y'all can say a whole bunch of shit about us. It's even cliche. Like even on Martin. Yo, Tommy ain't got no job. You know what I'm saying? But we know in real life that they will hire black women before they hire black men. We know that. Instead of saying, yo, we got you, brother. We see that bullshit. We're gonna lift you up. All right. Instead of doing that, they was just like, yo, we got jobs. Fuck niggas, they ain't got no jobs. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about that. Can we talk about that shit?
No, I tried to have that discussion about men being able to go forth in life and further their education and further their experience. And I got told that was part of some hate type of stuff. But one of the reasons why I do the show is to help the men. There are, whether you believe it or not, the women that are listening, whether you believe it or not, there are a bunch of men out here who don't know no better. They don't know. They have not been through the experiences, or they're currently going through the experiences of dealing with a woman that is giving them, like, I know IT dudes that their woman lets their friends in to come over, and she's like smashing all of the dudes, and then kicks them out before the dude come home, and then she does this every day almost. And then she, in return, he's getting treated like shit. So he's going to work, trying to do what he's supposed to do, to make a living and support
What is
her
this
and
shit?
all of this
Where
shit.
does this shit come from? Where, it comes from women, single mom.
Yeah.
Look, let me show you. Let me just paint a picture of what the fuck this shit really is. Okay, when you tell men that they're supposed to be subservient to women, you're supposed to go to work and give your check to the woman. You're supposed to, whatever the woman wants, you're supposed to bow down and make that shit happen.
That's how most men are raised.
That's how most men are raised. Most men, like, I'm a part of some Facebook groups that say that, yo, like, they'll post something like, if your woman ain't happy, you ain't no real man. This is some high grade bullshit. This is some high grade propaganda. This is some high grade emasculation right here. Listen, you are supposed to you're supposed to chase your dreams. You're supposed to build your castle so that when you get your family, they have a great place to live, grow, learn, and be prosperous in. They got people believing that you're supposed to chase women. When you build your castle, the right woman will be attracted to you because they're like, yo, this is the type of guy, this is the type of situation I want to be in. When you chase women, you get to be a baby daddy. Yeah. Pretty much. But here's the thing. Low-grade women who are immature, they like to be treated. They like to be chased. Because you know why? Because they ain't never had no daddy to give them attention. And this is what they're trying to teach their sons. This is what they're trying to make you do, me do. This is how they keep the black man. I gotta read this.
Who's crazy? Who's crazy?
You talking about the chemtrail? Go ahead, say what you gotta say now.
But I'm gonna tell you.
You fucked us up, dog. We was on the road, nigga. We was on the road, nigga.
Okay. That threw me all the way off. Wow.
God bless you.
Outside of that, outside of everything that we are saying, there's also, I believe there's the governmental backing. The government for especially for the black families when they're on aid and link and whatever you want to call it, food stamps and medical and everything else.
Welfare reform.
There you go. Welfare reform. It makes it okay for you to say, I don't need dude. Fuck dude. Because first thing they say is when you get housing is there's no men living in your house, right? Men can't live in the house. It's just you and your kids. So you check that. Then they say, well, are you receiving any kind of child support? If you're receiving any kind of child support, we got to up your rent because you're getting help from the black man or the man. Okay, so we got to check that. Then they say, well, if you don't make any more than $20,000 a year, we'll give you more money for that. Check. So basically, at any time that a man is a comparable man comes along and is willing or trying to, find his queen, no matter what or where she's at or what situation she's in, it then becomes, well, if I trust this dude, I'm gonna lose all my shit from the government. Right. All that shit is free. I ain't got to work for this. I done had 1 or 2 kids. Yeah. I get money for each one of my kids and me. I get medical for my kids and me. I got low-income housing for my kids and me. I ain't got to make no more than $20,000, $25,000 a year. So I really ain't got to aspire to be shit.
So all I got to do is smoke weed and fuck, and I'll be okay.
So you run across the dude that makes $55,000 a year. He been on his job 2 years. You don't know that 5 years from now he can get upgraded, he can get a raise and all this other shit. And in 10 years, he's making $85,000. And he wanted to put you and your kids on his back and say, you know what, we can make this shit beautiful. Yeah. But because the government is like, you know what, if you tell that dude fuck him, and we want you to keep fucking for free, giving your love free, we'll pay you to fuck for free.
Here's the thing, they offer that shit to everybody. Everybody. There are Indian people that come to this country. I'm just naming one ethnic group.
The thing is that everybody else.
Oh my,
yeah. Fucking. The thing is about everybody else that when they get there, and don't get it twisted. We grants and financial aid. That's government assistance. If you didn't know.
Yeah.
But people that come from other countries that take advantage of these benefits, they take advantage of the benefits and make something completely better for themselves and for their family. They'll go to fucking med school and with them benefits or do whatever with them benefits. And then when they finish, they'll send for somebody else and continue to do the same thing and continue to open up businesses and stuff like that. Feminism has with no taxes. Feminism has went for career welfare recipients for these women that have been on welfare for 30 plus years, because there's a bunch of them out here.
This generation.
You mean to tell me you have not figured out yet how to fuck this system and become a multimillionaire?
You can't do that shit.
You mean to tell me you ain't figured it out yet? You would rather stay at home wear the same bonnet for 6 days or whatever. Walk around in your pajamas in the house, yell at the kids, tell them to make their own food, which is basically some ramen noodles, and that's your life. I'm really sick of the blame. The blame has to be placed. In order to fix a problem, you can't go to a foundation that is leaking water and say maybe it's the toilet. You can't say it's the toilet. The foundation is leaking. There's a crack. Nobody wants to dig a trench around the house because it costs too much money.
That's
to
why,
fix the leak.
And that's why.
And that's a simple and plain. And that's how it comes to everything. This is what it is. And And it's cool only if you can just admit to it. Because we all make mistakes.
They will never admit
if,
to that
if you
shit.
can say, that's my bad, I'm gonna get straight. Okay, cool. Boom. Now we all off to the races. But no, that ain't it. You can't talk to me like that. You don't like and you hate and you don't and say
one
it
thing.
nicer.
One thing
and,
that
you know,
Crystal Tucker said, she said, you can't fix what you can't face. And it's pretty obvious every time we're critical, every time we point out something
I didn't hear it
wrong.
I got to listen to that video again. I didn't hear that part.
Black women, they're triggered. And if I say, hey, yo, we as black men got together, we don't like fake hair. And you say, oh, y'all just hate us. Y'all just blah, 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 blah. We ain't ever change it. We'll make a TV show called Black Girls Rock, blah, blah, blah. And this, and that. What the fuck are we supposed to do? What are we going to do? You hate black women, blah, 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 blah. Okay, then, cool. I can't get nowhere with you. I bet you I can get somewhere with somebody else. That's why the fuck we here. Listen, man, let's go through this shit right now because we run out of time with somebody that said that what do we hope to gain from this hate?
I don't hope to I don't understand. There's no hate. I don't feel
exactly
that I'm like clan member type hate. And
hate is a very strong
word.
I
don't know if people really understand how hate is a very strong word. But even with clan members, people that are raised, you have to understand, you have to be raised to go against what you're naturally supposed to do. Even without biblical anything, the human body is supposed to naturally do a certain type of thing. It's supposed to exist. That's why when women have sex with multiple men and they get all of these infections and all that stuff, because they're not designed to do that. You're supposed to be with one motherfucker, and that's it. You get gay people, and here we go.
I was born gay.
I know. I was born gay. DNA. It's in my DNA. But somebody like penetration and somebody don't. So somebody's lying. It's super simple. Somebody likes feminine thing. You're a man. You're like a feminine dude. That means you like women. Sorry. If you're a female and you like a masculine female, you like men. Sorry. It's super simple. You know, something got messed up along the way, and it's cool. It can't get fixed until you say, you know what? My bad. Let's get it straight. And move forward from there. But for whatever reason, people seem like they about to get hung or fried at the stake for saying that's my bad. Say my bad and move forward. Understand what you're doing wrong or what you did do wrong and move forward. There's no hate. You can't say nothing to nobody nowadays unless you say it nicely. There's no hate. I don't hate nobody. I don't hate nobody. I love the dynamic of all different people and all different cultures and all of that stuff. That's another reason why I do the show, because I know the different dynamics. I know that the pivotal people in my life, surprisingly, they're not the majority of them are white.
Here's the thing with me.
It's a couple of black people in there, but majority of them are white.
So I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why they think that we have to tolerate bullshit. Like back in the day, I would say like between like the 80s and 90s, like we had to fuck with black women. They had the booties that we wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody wanted the black women. At one particular point in time, all black women were considered to be the most exotic, beautiful, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then
nobody else was attracted. They fucked that shit up.
Yeah, and then all
they
the
fucked that shit up. Here's the thing. They think that any type of excuse that they have for their behavior, and check on BlackMenVentTV on Facebook, because we posted a lot of their behavior this week. They think that we're supposed to tolerate that. Back in the day, we used to tolerate that because nobody else will fuck with us unless we was rich. You know what I'm saying? But now is a new day. All right. They know we're the best men. They will fuck with us. All you got to do is say hi and say what's up and be cool. especially the smart guys, the guys who are not thugs and all that shit like that. You can get you a nice somebody else, not a black woman type of woman. All right. I don't know what the fuck they thought that they can abuse us when we come with grievances. They can say, fuck y'all. Y'all just hating. We gonna go further into what the hell y'all don't like about us. I don't know what the fuck they thought about that. Like we couldn't go nowhere else. What I found is that women of other cultures, they just want somebody to take care of them and not lie to them. Somebody that's not a fucking scumbag. That's right up my fucking alley.
I feel you.
But here's the thing. I've tried to have relationships with black women all my life, and it didn't work out. I didn't get treated like the king, like they put up the memes and shit. You know what I'm saying? But the moment I step over and talk to somebody else that's not black, they're like, oh my God, how are you single?
Yeah.
Like, shit, legend, you're so hot. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I didn't know I could be treated like this. And then you trying to tell me that I hate black women because I get treated better over here. What you need to do instead of saying we ain't changing shit, we're just gonna make a show called Black Women Rock. We're gonna make some t-shirts that say Black Women Rock. And if you don't get down with that, then you just hate us, okay? That's a brick wall. We can't get nowhere with y'all. Cool. Because there are a lot of us that want to be great dads, want to be great fathers, just like how we grew up, or we want to do it better than how we grew up.
Great husbands, role models, just everything.
If you like thugs, that's cool. If you want to be a hooker and a whore, that's cool. Don't bring us in that shit. Don't shame us. Don't tell me I hate y'all because y'all want to do that shit. That's my fucking problem.
Here's the part, though. All those women that you see on the black women rock shows, they're all married. And most of them to black men. Jada Smith is one on the forefront. Married. Beyonce, one on the forefront. Married. I'm just saying, y'all listening to women that are married and they doing their thing, but y'all out here broke and ain't got shit.
But see, that's the problem. Women like to follow women under any and all circumstances.
Yeah.
Women will stand up for women no matter what.
Yeah.
They will not call them out on their bullshit.
Nope.
They just will not do it.
They'll never do it.
I can sit here and I just explained to a couple people today, females. I'm like, women, I said, you can't believe nothing your girlfriend tell you. It's a lie. No, you can't say that. I said, do you date women?
No, they don't date
No,
women.
I don't date no women. I said, then what you're talking about is completely irrelevant. Your homegirl is not going to tell you the truth. Your homegirl is not going to present to you the truth. It's not going to happen.
Women are inherently.
Hold on 1 second. Women will they'll present their situation to you super nicely, like they're living good and their situation is beautiful and all that stuff, and their shit is in shambles. Just like on social media, you look at all these women that's supposed to look all super beautiful and all that stuff, and then you meet them and they take their filters off in their house. They got fucking a 5-day-old steak sitting on the table, and you know they all live like shit. It's a whole fucking lie.
It's on
it's
the
a
social
whole
media
lie,
shit.
And women will tear each other down, and then other women will knowingly be like, "I know she's lying, but I'm gonna defend her anyway."
Yeah,
and
that's why
go
we
with
say,
it. And then that type of stuff, you don't understand. It tears not just communities, it tears the world down, because if you keep repetitively doing that, if you repetitively do anything, this is how you brainwash. You repetitively do, just like when we were kids. We were born, we didn't know shit. Somebody repetitively spoke English, so we speak English.
Yeah.
If we were in Venezuela or Lithuania or wherever, we would speak that language because somebody repetitively did it. I don't understand why this is so difficult to understand. Repetitive behavior, it just is what it is. You can't fight it. It doesn't have nothing to do with my opinion, your opinion, or some hate or not hate or anything like that. If majority of black kids and black communities are repetitively dealing with a welfare recipient mother who all they see is dudes coming in and out of the crib, they're gonna turn out to be piece of shit ass kids. Super simple.
Yeah.
That don't mean that they
This
don't
is
mean that
regular,
they're
right?
less of an individual. They just don't know no better because of the situation that they were presented. And the head of their situation is the mother.
But
Sorry.
when they find somebody or they meet a friend later on in life that's not doing that, they in a world of all like, damn, nigga, you been living good as shit. Nah, motherfucker, I grew up on the same block you did. We just grew up different inside of our homes.
Yo, that's what's up. We gotta get the fuck out of here, man. Thank y'all for coming out tonight. Good things we've been talking about tonight. The moral of the story is that I admit what, nigga. The moral of the story is that if it doesn't fit, y'all need to stop trying to make that shit fit. Why are you posting a lot of shit up here showing black women or any women's bad behavior?
Yeah, stop praising bullshit.
Do something about it. Denounce these motherfuckers. Get away. You know why? Because your life will go ahead and gain in quality. That's 100% because I did it. I know what I'm worth. I don't like motherfuckers that treat me like I ain't shit. I don't know about you. You sit up here and be like, yo, I'm the shit because I'm a good guy and I tell the truth and I blah, blah, blah. They don't give a shit about that. People who don't give a shit about that, you should not give a shit about them. They should be null and void. Bitches all the time up and down my fucking Facebook timeline. My family too. I wish I can block their ass. Then I'm here to say, you should not care about nobody that don't care about you. Duh, motherfucker. Duh. Fuck you doing? Fuck are you doing? Everybody has a worth. If you value yourself, you're not gonna put up with these fuck bags out here that don't care about you. They're only gonna judge you by what they can take from you. If they're those type of people, you need to go get the fuck out of there, man. Did you see that shit? You're like, yo, dude was like, oh yeah, what the fuck is this strawberry chai? I'm just trying to get my 3 creams and 3 coffees. Get the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of there.
That's my dude. He be going
Get the
off.
fuck out of there. Yo, this BMV for this week, man. Catch us next week. Please subscribe and you go ahead and hit us on the Cash app at BlackMenVent. All right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Donate so we can get some better mics and shit.
Please,
so we can go ahead and get this shit together.
Please don't let nobody. You are a human being. You are an individual, and you deserve to be happy too, as a man. Don't let
Nobody's telling
don't
men
let nobody
this shit.
tell you got to put.
Nobody's
up with
telling
bullshit.
me. They're empowering
I'm
women.
Sorry. Don't let nobody tell you that shit.
They're empowering women, telling women this shit. They don't tell us this shit. We're expendable. You can get shot in the head and oh, he died. He was an honorable motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Life and love. Love don't mean live life and love. Love don't mean you gotta love these bitches. Live life and love yourself.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We need to. Yeah. That's what's up.
Take care of yourself first.
Take care, man. We out of here, man. Peace.
So you gotta fuck with the camera.